Hi, my name is Edwin. I am a father of two kids, one 11-month-old and one 7-year-old.
My name is Faustin Lipuku. Many of you know me as Baba Talisha. Yeah? So I'm a father of one and I'm a single dad.
Hello, my name is Joe and I'm a father to one daughter, Gianna. She just turned 13 months old today actually.
My name is Mr. David Wamwai Angenyi Nation. I'm a father to Kare Wamwai, a very beautiful baby girl, and a husband to Dr. Jacqueline Othaya Wamwai.
I was 33 years old when I became a father to my firstborn daughter.
I was 21 years old when I became a dad.
I was 29 years old when I got my daughter.
I became a dad when I was 32 years old during the height of COVID.
My first emotions were a feeling of joy and a sense of responsibility.
Mixed reactions, and then it was the best feeling ever. And it was hata sijui nisema aje, but fatherhood for the first time ukiwa na mtoto hivi unakuanga na emotions mingi kabisa, joyful, unaona, then happiness iko hapo, there also yani ni mixed emotions too.
When my daughter was born, it was a mixture of emotion, but I think I was overwhelmed by joy.
I wouldn't say that I knew what I was getting into or what was coming. As a child and as a son, you're always prepared to be a mzee, be ngumu, be hard. But when I saw my daughter being born, the process of birth, I just knew that now I was going to become a father, and I just knew that I now have to support my family in whatever case.
I don't know how to explain. It's an amazing journey. It's been tough, but it's I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Being responsible, being there to take care of your kid, and providing and loving and caring for that kid.
I'll say is the best thing a man can ever go through. In simple terms, it's happiness. It's nothing else can be compared to it.
It's a journey that you have to always be there, be present, be intentional, be a good listener, and be a very good judge.
Spending more time with, or rather spending time with my kids, doing stuff with them, just teaching them, going on trips with them, and showing them the world. I think just really spending as much time as I can with my kids.
Mostly, as for me with my kid, Talisha, we like playing music a lot and dancing. We like making fun and playing FIFA.
What I enjoy most about being a father is watching my kid grow and being there, knowing that I'm being a part of something good.
I always rush home to go and watch my daughter and to play with her after wash time. So normally from around 6 p.m. to around 8 p.m. is just my time with my daughter.
Making sure that your kids have your kids or your family have whatever they need, shelter, food, and making sure that you're around for them to just guide them through life.
That respect and the love that he had for our family, as the kids, I think that is one thing mimi nilifurahia na bado naendelea kufanya whatever my dad is used to do.
Unfortunately, I cannot say I've learned anything from my father because I've never had a relationship with my father. That's what pushes me to be a different kind of father to my child and be there.
The strictness in running a home, just being strict and being thorough and ensuring that you provide for the home no matter what. You have to provide for your family. You have to be there as well, and when you work hard, you know that you're working hard for your people.
Not being there for my kids, and I guess that's why I try and be a presence as much as possible for my kids.
Not to be able to provide for your kid, as in not meeting your expectations as a father.
Failing my child, because being a father is also being a teacher, and I want to teach my daughter and the children I'm going to have in the future the best thing.
If you can't provide for them, and not because of you can't, because maybe you are sick, that is different, but because maybe you just don't have ideas and something in you is dead.
Yes, but in a positive way. I feel I step up. So when she has a burnout for the kids, I try and help with the responsibilities, try and feed my kids, cook for them, if it's taking them out of the house. So yeah.
We talk about it sometimes, and sometimes we take a drive, and once in a while we go on vacation.
I always try to take her out of the motherhood a bit and make her become a girl, so that she can also have fun and feel like a girl. Then now you bring her back to motherhood so that she can also continue enjoying motherhood as well.
I wouldn't say I have any barriers, to be honest. I think in life it's just all about adjusting, and for me, if I have a weakness here and there or something I feel I can do better, then I always try and improve as a father. So in essence, I don't think I really have a barrier.
It is work, yeah.
Right now I can say I'm doing the best I can. I've not reached to a point where I've been unable to be the father I want to be to my child, but I believe there's still room for improvement and learning.
At the moment, I don't have much things which are really holding me back.
Well, maybe a couple of times, but this is where I think I rely on my wife. I rely on my friends who are also fathers. So if it gets too much, maybe or the responsibilities get too much, I really rely on people who are parents like me, who are fathers like me, to just get support and maybe advice where I need.
As for me, every time, every day, yeah, because it was not my choice to be a single dad, yeah. So we have something that caused it to be as for me, and then kuna kitu ilifanya nikakuwa single dad, yeah. So as for me, during that experience, what led for me as in to be a single dad, when sometimes nikifikiria or in case kuna memory of the late inakuja in my mind, yes, na kuanga na meltdowns pia sometimes when the baby Talisha tuko na yeye hapa tunacheza, sometimes you miss those moments that we had together, yeah? We have some moments that we used to share together, the mom, the kid, and some point unaweza pia hata unaweza kuwa mnaona hapa vitu, you see hii ni family setup already, iko mama, mtoto, kuna mtoto mwingine mdogo hapo hivi. Yeah, I usually get a lot at some point. I usually get a lot of meltdowns, but then as for me, mostly I do listen to, I've said, yeah, we like listening to music a lot, yeah. So as for me, I try to listen to music, but then mostly I keep myself so distracted with my work, as in editing, taking pictures, doing work.
No, I've never experienced mental breakdown because this is something I wanted, this is something I was prepared. I don't think I've reached that point where I can say.
Yes, mental breakdown in fatherhood is something that is there. It's just that, for us men, we were trained to be hard, and you really need to be hard, yeah? Because as a man, again, if you're also weak and your family, you know, if your family, you come home to your family and you start crying as a man, then everybody in the home will be scared. You know, they'll be like, hey, why is daddy crying? But in real sense, sometimes you feel, okay, not really overwhelmed, but you feel as though maybe you need advice, maybe you need to talk to one or two people here and there to get some sort of, how have they dealt with some situations, you know, how do they deal with some issues which emerge. And for me, I normally consult, I normally have a clique of wazes that I normally turn to consult them, to ask them how are they dealing. Even some friends I have friends who are fathers, who are parents, and even some who are not parents. Just have a chat with them, discuss with them, and find out, okay, how are things, how have they dealt with a few things here and there.
In a positive way. I think it's made me a better person. It's made me more experienced, more responsible. It's made me more driven because I feel like I work more for my kids than I do for myself. So I think it has a lot of positive effects on my life as a person.
I think it may change the most positive side, whereby hata kuna vile watu walikuwa na kuview, unaona sasa hii ina change kidogo.
Fatherhood to me came with a big change in my life because now I'm more careful, because now I have a responsibility to a human being. I'm more careful in the things I do. I'm more intentional. For example, the way I drive on the roads.
Fatherhood has just made me be more and more responsible.
Discipline, kindness, compassion, and also a lot of patience. Dealing with kids, you have to be very, very patient because it takes time to really nurture and guide and teach them. So you can't lose patience because it's a journey. You tell them the same thing. Sometimes it's like they're not listening, but you just have to be patient and you know, work through the journey.
As for me, I usually pray a lot. Yeah? So ever since Talisha was in the ICU, blah blah blah, hospitali, after the situation, hizo vitu zote, mi nilikuwa until right now mi huomba vibaya sana. So prayers do may work out. Yeah? Maombi na ufanya kazi, mtu asai kudanganya. Yeah? So as for me, prayers itakuanga, if you are so prayerful, if you are so obedient, you know, then fatherhood inakuanga too smooth hivi, unaombaga tu hivi na Mungu anafanya.
The values I can say are important in fatherhood is patience, because these are people who are learning to be on this earth. They've never done this before, but you have been there, you know how things go, so you just be more patient with them, so that even as they are learning, and be gentle even when you're correcting them.
Mine would be, I think I would say honesty, you know, just being honest with yourself and open with yourself, knowing you are just telling yourself on a daily basis that this is the best you are giving them, this is the best that you can do, and thanking God for guiding you and being with you in doing what you are able to do. Because again, if you're not honest with yourself, then you'll always feel as though you're doing less. But if you're just honest with yourself, then you'll always be okay. But I would like to tell most people, don't be scared. It's something which is doable.
I'm most thankful for my support system. So my wife, my family, my siblings, my parents, her parents, and all the aunties and uncles and cousins, and you know, everyone else in our family structure that has really been part of this journey. And of course, our very close friends who have come to be a real part of our kids' lives.
I'm thankful for Talisha. Yeah? Kama Talisha yuko, then I'm not a father. Yeah? That is the second chance of life, because that baby was going to the mortuary, yeah, with the mom. So I'm really grateful for her life, because if not, for you to be called a father, yeah, you have to have something to show that you're a father. Yeah? So as for me, I guess that is the
opportunity to be there and to watch my kid grow. Yeah,
I can say 18 months ago, I didn't know how to change a diaper, but now I'm an expert in changing diapers. In fact, I do it so quick than even my wife. I became an expert even in making the baby go to sleep at around 7 months, and all in all, I've also learned how to allocate resources for the family. And because before, we were only 2 people, that is my wife and myself, but now in fatherhood you become 4. If you have 1 child, you become 4 together with the nanny in the house, and you now learn how to allocate resources and to do everything. So I've learned quite a lot in the fatherhood journey, and I thank God for that learning, and it's still continuous. Even that is just from 0 to 2 years, but there is more to life, and we will always be with our children till God knows when. We are not leaving them anytime soon, and they are not leaving us anytime soon.
Take it a day at a time. Take it a day at a time. There is no silver bullet. No one knows everything, right? So just take it a day at a time. And kids are different, right? My firstborn and my secondborn are very different, right? So just take it a day at a time, and you will have such an amazing journey.
Have that love, as in the compassion to that kid, because babies are blessing from God, yeah. Na kunaga kitu like a mistake, yeah. Kunaga kitu kama mistake. In case you have not planned or replanned it, that is your baby, yeah. So take care of that baby, because you never know what tomorrow brings, yeah. Babies are blessings, and hukuja in many different ways,
Be patient, be involved, and also be kind to yourself, because this is something no one has ever, most people have done it, but it's a different experience for each and every person. This is something you learn your kid, so that you can be a better person and a better parent to your child.
Don't fear, and don't have expectations. Most important thing is actually don't have expectations. Nobody knows how to do anything. You might have taken care of somebody's child, you might have taken care of your brothers, you might have taken care of your cousins, but your child is just another formula. And the most important thing that couples should always know is, always know that a child is 50% the husband and 50% the wife.
Happy Father's Day to my fellow dads, to my fellow fathers who are like me. I think we're all in this together, and just keep doing a good job with your kids.
Happy Father's Days. Then take care of that angel, maybe a son or a daughter. Tunawapenda sana. And the journey you're cruising nicely. So mapenzi tele.
I want to wish all the fathers who are involved in their children's life, and those who have taken up fatherhood role to the children that they did not sire. I want to wish them a very happy Father's Day, and you're doing a great job.
Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. Hakuna kubaki nyuma, na tunaendelea na pandemic na hizi energy crisis na nini. Tunaendelea, kuna kukoma, we are in it together. So nasikia kuna word mpya shengi inaitwa msembete, sijua sembete. Tunaendelea kuwa wababa.
First, in being a good father can easily go unnoticed, yet it's one of the most valuable assets to a family. Here's to you, celebrating you today and every day of the year. Mumsbykare. Wow. Thank you. This is the first card I'm getting, this year for Father's Day. So, mapenzi tele. Thank you, Mumsbykare.
Joe, let's hold our hands for a little while and hold our hearts forever. Happy Father's Day. Mumsbykare. Thank you very much.
David, one day is not enough to honor how special of a father you truly are, because you are amazing every day of the year. Thank you for all that you do. Mumsbykare. Thank you, Mumsbykare, and please, guys, buy things from Mumsbykare.